Hi. Uh, it is acceptable for a believer of the Bible to marry a non believer, but you're not technically supposed to be unequally yoked. And I think the reason for that is demonic possession. If you marry someone and they are not saved, they can be possessed by a demon at different times in their lives. So you would have to check real carefully and know that they weren't a demon, and that would probably be somewhat frustrating, um, because they could be possessed at any time, depending. Now, if you actually married somebody, they probably wouldn't deliberately be possessed, but they could be. Um, of course, Jesus cast out a lot of demons too, so if you knew how to cast out the demon, um, you may be okay. If you could, I don't know if it's as easy as saying in Jesus' name, get out, or what. It may be that simple, but you would have to kind of watch and make sure that they weren't possessed by a demon. So, yeah, that could be troublesome for you if you married someone who was a non believer. Of course, you're supposed to marry, um, a lot of times, but in the end of times, you're not, because you're not supposed to have a baby in the end of times. So technically, you're not supposed to marry in the end of times. As hard as it was for Paul, he may have thought he was near the end of times, because Paul in the Bible never got married. So, yeah, some of these demons are very sneaky, and I'm sure Paul must have known that, and he knew, that it was better to just practice self-control, I guess, than anything else. Of course, if you can't, you're supposed to marry, but even if you get married, there's that question still left: do you have a baby? You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a baby and it's the end of times, that baby's going to have to grow up in the end of times. So it's really a hard thing to know whether or not to marry an unbeliever and how far to take it.